ma'am. Good morning. Thank you for giving me a chance to have a conversation with you. By the way, my name is Reshti Madriaga, BSA 2.2. And may I know your name, ma'am?
This is Jonalyn O. Magipatan.
Um, how how old are you, ma'am?
36.
36.
I'm not 36 years old.
Where did you go to school for teaching?
I'm currently employed at President Filipino National High School here in the Philippines.
What are your subject, ma'am?
I am teaching Filipino 8 and Filipino 9.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. How many years you are teaching right now, ma'am?
I am teaching for almost 12 years now. I mean 13.
13. Wow, so long. It's so long, ma'am. That was so amazing. And this is another question, ma'am. For you, what is an ideal teacher?
For me, an ideal teacher today must have the following characteristics. First, has a mastery on what he or she is teaching. That's the first. Second, he or she must have a good communication skill because a teacher must be skilled at listening as well as in speaking or explaining things clearly so that the learners will understand, or in order to have a successful teaching and learning process. She must also adaptable and flexible. A teacher must know how to adapt and to be flexible in any situation. Patience, okay? So we also need patience, especially our learners' behavior nowadays. A teacher also must be a role model. A teacher is always a teacher. So he or she must be a role model at all times, even outside the school. Next, willingness to learn new things. Because every learner is unique and you must know how to explore and learn new things to make your teaching and learning process successful and enjoyable. Last is, he or she must love to teach. You must have the passion to teach.
Wow.
That's all.
That's so idealistic, ma'am. And the next question, ma'am, is what is your teaching philosophy?
Okay. My teaching philosophy is, I believe that every learner is unique. Okay? They have different ways in learning. Therefore, there is no teaching strategies that fits to all types of learners. So as a teacher, I should use different or multiple strategies or techniques in teaching my lesson. I also use different or multiple assessment tools in assessing my learners' progress so that I can address whatever my learners needs. And at the end of the day, I am confident to say that no learners are left behind. Okay. Next, my next philosophy is that I also believe that there is child who has problem. Right? There is no. Yeah. I also believe that there is no problem child. Sorry.
Yes.
Never treat or see them as a problem, but see them as a child with problem or problems who needs a companion or maybe a shoulder to cry on. We must understand them, why they act like that in our class. Learn to love them, love their flaws, listen to them, listen to their stories. You didn't even know that this problem child you are seeing is a child who only needs a guidance or a friend. So we have lots of child here that they act differently, but when you interview them, you will know that they have a problem in their home and they need only a guidance. That's all.
Wow. I like your philosophy, Mom. It makes me so proud of you.
Thank
And
you.
yes, Ma'am. What do you feel are the biggest challenges facing today's education system?
Biggest challenges here in the Philippines?
Yes, ma'am, or even the international also. I think in our education system right now is the same from the other countries.
Okay.
There's a difference and
So
there's
here in the Philippines, one of the biggest challenges is the literary skills of the learners. Because it was greatly affected during the pandemic time, wherein, especially the first 2 years, wherein they have their modular or blended learning. The increasing number of frustrated learners. We have some learners that can't even comprehend what they are reading, and learners who have poor numeric skills. So this is one of the biggest challenges in education system we are facing today in the Philippines. Second, the DepEd budget. So our budget. Either our department have lots of new projects or proposal for the better of educational system in our country. If they lack budget to fund it, it's useless. The scarcity of our department's budget is connected to the next problem, the infrastructure. Lots of buildings and classrooms to be built, and some of the old buildings must be condemned or replaced. Fourth is lack of teachers.
yes.
We are lacking of teachers here. The number of learners is not proportional to the numbers of teachers. Some teachers are teaching more loads than what they must teach, even here in our school. And some teachers also apply in another profession. So we have co-teachers here that apply to another profession for greener pasture.
Yes.
Next.
Okay. The next question is, what are your suggestions in order to solve these problems?
My suggestion, the four challenges that I stated are, for the first problem, the literacy skills of the students. Our department must align the curriculum to address this problem. So they must revise or even change the curriculum if they could. They must make a curriculum that fits to our learners' need today. Here in La Union, we address that by reconstructing our reading corners in every classroom so that our learners can read with their peer during their vacant time. So we have each classroom must have a reading corner. So in our school, every classroom have a reading corner now. Next, every faculty and staff of the school must adopt a learner who has a difficulty in reading. So even our administrative, our principal, so even our guard adapted a student. And every afternoon, they will teach and guide the learners on how to read. In our school, we also have an outreach program called The Bridge, wherein the teacher and in partnership with the barangay official, they teach children on how to read. We also integrated 5-minute reading. So before we start our class, we have to teach our student read first. A 5-minute for 5 minutes. Next, for the second problem, For the second and third problems, our department may invite more sponsors from non-government sectors to fund their projects. Okay. For the last one, the lack of teachers, the department must hire more teachers, and our government must also give more benefits and higher salary for the teachers and lessen their extra work so that they will not resign and leave their job as a teacher. So we also have extra work kasi next.
Okay, ma'am, thank you. What message can you give to those who aspire to be a teacher in the future?
To those who aspire as a teacher, to be a teacher in the future, first, thank you. Okay, thank you because we need teachers now. But before you become a full-fledged teacher, may I ask you this question? Are you ready and willing to face the challenges that our education system is facing today? Are you willing to love and understand your learners? And if your answer is yes, then welcome to our department.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for all that very nice answer and inspiring philosophy and education system answers, those suggestion and your idea, your wisdom, that will be shared to every student and every teachers in the world or even in the country of Philippines. Thank you for giving me the chance to have this wisdom and knowledge.
Thank you also, Rusty, for this opportunity so that I may share my experience, my philosophy. I hope it inspires you to become a teacher, and I pray that you will become a full-fledged teacher.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Reshti Madriaga from BSI 2.2 as we gather information this morning as an interview from Mrs. Jonalyn Mabitasan. I just want to say that I just learned that as a future teacher someday, we or you should be ready to face a different circumstances and different challenges that will build you and help to mold a lot of students and create a better future for the receiver, which is the youth. And to apply this for me, I should be responsible in every action that I am doing and treat my students not only as students, but the one of my inspirations to do my job more productive and purposeful. Thank you.